Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my English class. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about passive voice. Okay, let's get started with the use of passive voice. Passive voice is used to show that we are more interested in a certain part of the sentence. Let's look at the example. Someone is cleaning my car. Okay, that's the active sentence. And the passive will be my car is being cleaned. So here in the passive sentence, we are more interested in the being clean rather than the subject, someone. Okay, that's why we use the passive voice. Passive is used with transitive verbs. Someone is cleaning my car. My car is being cleaned. Okay, so transitive means there's an object after the verb. Okay, so we have an object which is my car. So my car is changed into the subject in the passive sentence. My car is being cleaned. So that's correct. But we cannot change this sentence, the second one, into passive because this has no subject. This has no object, I mean. She studies every day. There's no object here. So we cannot change it. Every day is studied. This is incorrect. Okay? So remember, we must have an object to change into passive sentences. We use the passive voice when the focus is on the action. It is not important who or what is performing the action, like this one. It's not important who is cleaning my car. But what is important is the action that my car is being cleaned. Okay, let's look at more examples. The man helped Emily. My mother will cook pasta. So here we have subject, verb, and object. Subject, verb, and object. So these two are active sentences. And now let's change these two sentences into passive sentences. Emily was helped by the man. Okay, can you see Emily becomes the subject and was helped becomes the verb. Okay, next. Pasta will be cooked by my mother. Pasta is the subject and will be cooked is the verb. Okay, now let's look at the form of passive voice. Okay, we have finished talking about the use of passive voice. Now the form. The passive is formed by the verb to be plus past participle or verb 3. For example, some people will watch this film at the cinema. Okay, that's the active sentence. This movie or this film will be watched at the cinema. Here we have be plus past participle will be watched. Many people in many countries have watched the film. Okay, so the passive sentence is the film has been watched in many countries. Okay, so this is present perfect, yeah? So we also use present perfect in the passive sentence. The film has been watched. Okay, so here we also have be, been, the verb 3 of be, yeah? Okay, next. His intervention exacerbated the problem. Okay, so here we have the object, the problem, and exacerbated is past tense. Okay, when we want to change it into passive sentence, we change it into past participle and plus be. Was is the be. The problem was exacerbated. Yes, exacerbated means to make something worse, to make the problem worse or to worsen it. Okay. All right, now let's look at the tenses. If we want to change active sentences into passive sentences, we should pay attention to the tense of the active sentence first. Rita writes a letter. Okay? So, should be the same. The tense should be the same. A letter is written by Rita. Rita wrote a letter. A letter was written by Rita. So here is past. And the passive should be past as well. Was written. Rita has written a letter. That's present perfect. And the passive should be present perfect. A letter has been written by Rita. And future, Rita will write a letter. And the letter will be written by Rita. Okay. We can also use get to form the passive. So we can change be using get. For example, someone repaired the bike. That's the active sentence. The bike was repaired. The bike got repaired. Okay, instead of using was repaired, we use got repaired. So both are the same. For example, someone mops the floor every day. Okay, we change this. The floor gets mopped every day. So the object, the floor, becomes the subject in the passive sentence. And gets mopped. You can see this is in the simple present, yeah? Gets mopped. Okay. Okay, I think that's all for the explanation about passive voice. Now it's your turn for exercise. Make your own examples of active and passive sentences. Use the following tenses: present tense, present continuous, past tense, present perfect, and future simple. For example, present tense: the students sweep the floor every morning. And the passive: the floor is swept every morning. Okay, so from these 5 tenses, it means you have to make 10 examples: 5 active and 5 passive. Okay? All right. I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.